Yeah, just interesting.
Good size. And again, they're both short.
Second look.
Good again, this.
That's lovely. Last ball, mark 18. In front. Is that? I get front row? Yeah. Too fast. Sorry. Sorry.
About.
Yeah, two down.
Go away.
Umpire. No, no. Just the red. Just us. Yeah. Wait for you. I see.
One.
Oh.
This one as well.
Four.
One against two. Yeah. Nicola, can you take the measure?
Jack high, just in front. Thank you.
Three in a bit.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 NatWest International Island Games. And you've come into us at the stage of the round robins of the open singles and open pairs. Here at the Games we have 14 sports with over 2,000 competitors, and the motto is bringing islands together. And we've got two very interesting islands on the card for you this afternoon in our open singles on rink 5. We've got William Nelson from the Western Isles, who's just won his first game, 21-20 in the group, and he's playing David Leach of Bermuda. We haven't had Bermuda in the triples. There's just one competitor in David. So looking forward to this game. Of course, we're all getting used to seeing the lines on rink 5 now. I'll tell you a bit about both players as we go along, because both players are new to our screens. Billy Nelson, as he likes to be called, hasn't played in the triples, but he's been here supporting his teammates. And your marker for this game is Nicole Lenori. Allegedly, we think, the youngest marker in the British Isles at the moment. Tender age of 18. It's nice to have youngsters wanting to be involved in the sport at the umpire level. Never know what that might lead to.
This way, same kind of weight.
So, Willie Nelson, 64, he's a delivery driver. It's his first national or international competition. He's quite good to chat to. He plays outdoor bowls. He likes to think of himself as very competitive. And he follows Sunderland FC. So it's a mixture of Geordie and Scottish accent. So I was told by his fellow teammates to not interview him because I wouldn't understand what he said. So he's a lovely guy. Been here all week. And new to our screens definitely is David Leach. He's in the colours of Bermuda there. Now, I know some of you there will be sitting saying, does Bermuda play indoor bowls? Well, David Leach is actually formerly from England, and he played in the England National Indoor Championships. He played in the under-25s and the national father and son finals, so he has experience of the game. He's aged 47. Good bowl there. I watched him practicing a little bit last night as he arrived the latest of the competitors. He was allowed to have a bit of a practice before he went out there today, and he did practice very well. So I thought this would be an interesting game. There's a very interesting game going over on rink 3 in the singles group B. Two of the favourites Michael Riv, and Cecil Alexander of the Falklands playing against each other over there, so that'll be a tight game. A couple of the pairs games from Group B out there. Certainly putting a lot of thought into each shot. I know the umpires will be watching for slow play. Played this down the forehand, looking to cover the two balls of Billy. Could be three. I'm sure Nicole will let us know. Sometimes hard to tell with our camera angles. It's definitely one. Yep, 3 shots to Bermuda. That means David Leach takes a 7-0 lead. As we mentioned before, it's a group stage, so every shot counts. It's 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and aggregate might count. The singles is played as 21 up, and the pairs and the triples were 2.5 hours.
Well done to the
The bell for this game due to go on 17:52, so quite some time yet. There's 24 islands involved here over the 14 sports in this games, and what's been absolutely fantastic has been the overlap of athletes from other sports coming into the venue and having a look and supporting their island. We've got 3 sports going on here at this venue. There's table tennis, shooting and indoor bowls, and as I was just mentioning to the production team in here, there is a great caravan outside serving food. Had a bacon butty this morning and a chocolate muffin this afternoon, so you can come down and get yourself something to eat, get a drink, come in and watch. There's also a well stocked bar upstairs and a nice balcony you can sit on and view from. Now Billy, can you just get a piece of that jack? Oh, it's a great bolt, perfect length.
Yeah, you're one down.
Third time that Guernsey have hosted the games, and indeed the third time that indoor bowls has been included. The last time indoor bowls was included was back in Shetland in 2005. If you do your sums, I think that makes 18 years. And 18 years ago, there was a ladies' singles and a men's singles, and both were won by Guernsey players. Paul Ingruel won the men's. He's currently one of our volunteers here. He's also on the management team that have put this games together for the indoor bowls. He reliably informs me he didn't make himself available for selection for the singles, but the ladies champion is one Alison Merian MBE. So 18 years on, can she repeat and win the open singles here? Well, she's got some players out there that will have something to say about that. As I mentioned, on rink 3 you've got Michael Riv and Cecil Alexander, two of the favourites. Also in the other half of the draw is her husband Ian Merian. All very strong players. It'll be interesting to see how all these tables pan out come Thursday afternoon. So Billy's on the card with one shot after 5 ends. The other game on the streaming rinks is on rink 2, and that's Guernsey men. Brad Lenori and Josh Bonsall playing against Falkland Island women. Sibella Summers and Trudy Clark. And if we have time after this singles game finishes, we'll nip over and catch the back end of that game. Well, certainly David Leach has got off to a good start in his opening game here. Looks down a good line again here. Great bowl. Just a bit wider this time. He's in a good home now. Billy, can you just adjust? Needs a little bit more green. The last 3 bowls down tight. Still think he's under with this. Very competitive outdoors on the outdoor flat green. Up there in the Western Isles. Indoors they play short mat. One declared there. The one. Sometimes, like I say, our camera angles can be very deceiving, but that means David Leach leads 8-1. Just have a quick look across the other scores. Interesting score currently on Rink 4, showing that Jersey ladies are on 1 shot and the Yinismon ladies are on 10, so they've really settled into a game now. They struggled just the first day. The Crown Green bowlers are Yinismon, so trying to just find the line. They were often putting things down very tight. Meanwhile, over on Rink 1 in a singles Group B game, Orkney's beating Alderney 17-0. Good start again there by David. Didn't just get a chance to chat to him before he played, because he's only just arrived. And I'm just, I'll be curious to ask him where he actually played in England to get to the Indoor National Championships. Says he plays with Henselite Tiger 2s, size 4 heavy. On here they'll suit this surface very well, and he's there again. And Willie Nelson, well, he plays with Taylor Internationals, size 3. I think you'll find those very swingy for these quick rinks. But a good ball there, great effort in the head. Billy's watching this. Just needs to slip round the short bowl there. Looks on a good line. Just needs to pull up now. This is a very good bowl if it stops. Sits down. Yeah, I think it's got shot.
Last ball will offer a shot.
Meanwhile, over on Rink 1, Orkney are now leading 20-0 against Alderney.
Oh, 3 inches.
Yep.
Just checking there before he plays his last bowl where the bowls lie. Make sure there's no danger, and there is no danger if he plays exactly the same bowl.
Which is the shot, please? Which is the shot? Which is the shot? Which is the shot? Jean, which is the shot, please? Thank you.
Now, all on his pace. He's underlined it and undergreened it. He'll be disappointed with that. That was a chance of counting 2. On shot to Billy Nelson. David Leach leads 8-2.
Sally.
Is this? And roll. Now. War. Finish. Give it up. Good stuff.
Happy me to put the tea, Trudy. Yarn.
One up. Guernsey turn is fine. One up. Go around anyone's place. This? Come up. Go in. Post it. Put up. Go on.
Yeah. Unlucky.
Come this way, Trudy.
Well, viewers, our little gremlins appeared back in the works there for a while, and I'm sorry you missed some of the action there. It's the for those of you that ask the question as to what's happened, is it our cameras? No, it's actually the island internet itself that's causing us a few issues. We have been promised it's been fixed a couple of times, but there you see, gremlin came again. So currently Bermuda David Leach is leading 15-6 over Billy Nelson from the West Niles here in the open singles of the 2023 NatWest International Island Games.
Trudy. Jean. Ladies. 2. Jean. 2 feet.
Well done.
David Leach, for those of you that are only just tuning in, did play back in the 90s in the English Indoor Nationals. He competed in the family pairs and the under-25s. Moved out to Bermuda. In West Niles, Billy Nelson, he's really an outdoor player. But it's been a good game here. The other game that's very interesting on the carpet out there, I'll try and update you with a few of the scores in a bit, is that one of the games between two of the favourites out there, which is Michael Riv of Jersey and Cecil Alexander. Michael Riv is currently leading 17-6 in that game. That's the same group that Alison Merrion MBE's in. And the Unismon ladies are leading in the pairs 11-3. Orkley won his singles over on rink 1, 21-0 fairly early on. Didn't see much of that game. It's at the far end from where the commentary is. If you can't stay with us, you can always get the results on the NatWest International Island Games website or on the Guernsey Indoor Bowls website. this singles games finish, we'll be swapping to rink 2, where Guernsey's Brad Lenori and Josh Bonsall are playing against Falkland Islands' Sabella Summers and Trudy Clark. And then tonight, if you'd like to join us at 6 o'clock, a really good pairs game. Jersey, Cyril Renouf and Luke Lesueur are playing Falkland Islands' Chris Locke and Ollie Thompson. And those are our feature games for 6 o'clock tonight. We're streaming on 2 rinks here, rink 5 and rink 2. However versatile I am, I can't manage to commentate on both, so we're just commentating on one of those rinks for you. Umpire Francis Fletcher being called into measure at this end. It's fairly close. You get one to David Leach. It's actually 2 now because one shot was removed from the head. So that makes him leading 17-6. And the game between Guernsey men and the Falkland Islands ladies is 8-5 to Guernsey at the moment. Like I say, we'll probably be swapping to that rink later on to finish that game off for you to see them play. And that Guernsey game, which features Brad Lenori, his sister Nicole, is over on rink 5 on our feature rink. She's umpiring, marking over here. She's believed to be the youngest umpire in the British Isles at the moment. She's 18. And that came from word of mouth umpy himself, Alan Thornhill. Great bowling family, the Lenoris.
It's close. I think it's yours. I think it's yours.
Both just gone up to have a look here Nicole's called it as being quite close. David Leach will have made his decision on what shot he wanted to play. He was up there to have a look. He's playing this down the forehand. Looks quite a wide line. Plays with quite swingy bowls, so it should make it back. Might not make it back to count. Well, Billy, get a piece of your own bowl, turn it in. Might not have just turned it enough. You did enough. On to Willie. So David leads 17-7 in this Group A singles game.
Okay. There you go, all right. Yeah. What do you think of Guernsey?
Looks good from David here. Just needs to be a pace. Sit down. Done it.
They looking after you, all right? Sounds like it's on the coast.
Oh, good reply from Billy there. He's played that backhand coming towards the spectators very well.
Joy walked to the end of the lane. She gets lost. There's plenty more.
David just overplayed it here.
That's why you get used to it. It's a bit scary if you meet a bus.
Heard a thump further down the rinks, and I think Riv was playing a big runner. That means to me that Cecil must have scored a couple of shots. Currently 18-8 over there to Riv. Billy, just going to have a look at this. Just want to know where things lie. He really wants to just stay down his backhand. Doesn't want to tip the jack through on the forehand.
One meter up.
He's played a runner here, is Billy. I wonder if he's played to take the 2 bowls out. He's flicked his own bowl. That says to me that he's well, from saying that, the miracles that be, we think we've got the internet back again. So we only missed that measure of Francis's, and he measured 1 to Billy there. So David leads 17-8. The production team here are working full on to try and keep this going for you. I mentioned before about the Lenore's. There's a lot of Merians about here as well, and currently in production I have Joshua Merian with me because uncle and auntie Ian and Ali are actually playing in the singles, so he's doing a grand job of trying to keep the pictures flowing for you here. Good ball from David. Great lead ball down that backhand. Billy down the forehand again. Just drop the pace there. David down the backhand here again. Needs to get past Billy's short bowl. Meanwhile, over on the Group B game, Jersey's Riv is now leading 20-11, so just needs one more shot against Falkland Islands. Lots of things going on for you down here. There's shooting and table tennis, and we go on here till 9 o'clock tonight. Singles and pairs, next rounds at 6 o'clock. All rounds in this round robin open singles and pairs. I've just pulled up short there. I think it's 1. Don't think he's quite made it for two.
We're holding.
18-8 now. There's been some good bowls played. We did wonder about David Leach from Bermuda, but like I say, on his profile he has played in England back in the 90s, so it's a game he knows. Played it to national finals levels. Billy's more of an outdoor player, but it's all part of this friendly games. Everybody's making friends out there. So David down this backhand, a tricky backhand, back to where the spectators are. Just has a bit of a hang there.
One in, one out. Good space.
I need one of these Alderney shirts. I've noticed them walking past and they've got Gower on the sleeves. So I keep wondering what the Gower is related to. I'll have to find out, won't I? Nothing to do with me on the sleeve. No, that's my surname. That game of Michael Rives finished 21-11. That's a Group B game in the singles. A bit of a loose end here from Billy and David. Billy's managed to get one in there. David's gone about a yard through.
I think it's that one. It's very close.
Well, the favour is for David's bowl.
Even if you roll well,
He's coming up to have a look. Our camera angles are up in the ceiling there, and sometimes the angles a bit deceiving. Quite amazing to think we're already over halfway through this indoor bowls here at the NatWest International Island Games 2023. It's amazing when an event starts how quickly the days seem to go. Now David down this backhand again. All on his pace. Needs to run. Definitely looking at this. It might even be a measure. Marker called it being... Nicole called it being possibly David's bowl, the back bowl. Meerkat Francis Fletcher is about to pounce on the measure. Throw is poised are these umpires. We've got Francis Fletcher and Mike Davies, our umpires for this session. Yet Francis has been called out. He's just asking them to remove any bowls that are not involved in the measure. That makes it clearer for the umpire going on which bowls are involved. We'll go to the back bowl first, then the side bowl. Always goes back to the first bowl that he's measured to check that the measure hasn't slipped. Yeah, it's one to David. Nicole, call that well. 19-8 now to the man from Bermuda. You'll see a lot of different coloured shirts here from the different countries. First time we've had sight of the pink and navy of Bermuda. So, David Leach needs 2 shots. Just a quick look over on the other stream drink, and Guernsey men are leading 14-7 against Falklands women. Again, remembering that these are open tournaments. No discrimination in these events. Anybody can play in them. Diversity is what they call it. Anybody can play. Got to be selected for your countries here though. Small islands, anything under 105,000 population. Largest island competing is Jersey. They've got 103,000 to call on. Now, David, down the backhand again. No, good adjustment here. Yeah, that's shot bowl.
This one is half a bowl's pin. Yeah.
Just playing to try and rest the red bowl or get a little touch on the jack. Just played it under. round the back. It's one shot. Might be an umpire moment again. One to Billy. Umpire Nicole there, holding one red lollipop up high. He's played this backhand quite well. He's short with this one. David opting down the forehand. A good line. Always pace. Yeah, good bolt. Oh, great reply from Billy there. It's not going down without a fight. Nicole just marking that ball with some chalk. That remains live now as it touched the jack on its true course, its natural course down the rink. So if it actually was hit off the rink into the back ditch, it would remain live. If it goes off the side, that's out of the side confines of the rink, but if it goes out the back into the ditch, it remains a live bowl. Quite important, especially sometimes in the pairs and triples and fours, because quite an aggressive game. You find jacks going back there. David's trotting down after this bowl, must like it. It's down a good line. Needs to slip past the short bowl. He's now got a runner down the forehand. Now he's opened that up a bit. Not seen him play any big runners yet, but there is a runner to take the shot bowl out and leave him the two he needs. Must be tempting to go for. Not sure whether he's got that aggressive bowl, the drive in his armoury, but certainly right down the middle between the two short bowls. Bowl out, jack through. He's playing it. Don't know whether he's played it with enough pace. Line looks very good. Needs to hold his pace now to get past the short red bowl. We got a bit of a wiggle on it. One shot to Billy. 19-10 now, the score to Bermuda. Well, David needs to score 2 here. Billy's just got shot there. Again, don't forget our cameras can be a little bit deceiving for the angle. Now if you rest that ball, oh, it's just wiggled past. About 50 minutes to go now on these games. Bell's due to go at 17:52. Playing it down the forehand now. Close. Oh, he's been unlucky there. Looking to try and score his 2 shots for game. Just needs to take a little bit of pace out of his last bowl. He was on a good line. If he could actually rest Billy's out, he could actually possibly get 2 out of it. Needs 2 for game. I think he'd be happy drawing shot here. Doesn't really want to go for the trying to get 2. 2 would be a bonus. Down a nice line again. Now, what's your pace like, David, this time? Looks pretty good to me. That takes him to 20. Just needs 1 shot now. So could we be playing the last end? Just to let you know, over on the other feature rink, the Guernsey men are 21-7 up against the Falklands ladies. And we're sticking with this game till its conclusion. Not two loosish bowls for the opening bowls there. David's down a good line here for the backhand. Plays with nice swinging bowls.
Well bowled, Sally.
Yeah, that shot bowl now while he's holding game. Catherine Bonsall, who's one of the organising committee here and also won the gold medal this morning, is just coming to the commentary area. Stinking of deep heat. I've said, get out, deep heat in the commentary position. Do we allow this, the production team, you know? The Merians that are surrounding me, do we allow it? Well, one ball each to come on this rink. Currently, Bermuda holds game. Playing it down the forehand here. Looks a good ball coming in here to me. It blocks up that hand for Billy as well. Billy's really just got to try and pass his own bowl. I think he'll stay down this backhand. Played a runner. Needs to be in the area with it. Oh, he got one away, but he hasn't got shot ball away. So that's the win to Bermuda. They win 21-10. Please join the coverage on Rink 2. We'll be back with you live at 6 o'clock. I might even bob over onto Rink 2 yet. My name's Janice Gower. I've been your commentator for this game. Join me again at 6 o'clock this evening. Thanks for your company. Keep smiling.